Hi everyone, my name is Rachel McDonald. I'm here to tell you a bit about the West Coast, which is one of Canada's 5 regions. The West Coast only has one province in it. I'm going to show you some pictures of that and tell you some information. If you're in my class, please listen carefully because this is part of homework number 3. British Columbia is on Canada's West Coast. It's the only province in the West Coast region. Here you can see the Pacific Ocean and some evergreen forests. British Columbia has a lot of evergreen forests, pine trees, and other kind of trees. This is the mountains here in the background. And you can see little lighthouse there and houses here. You can see how big everything is in comparison. Yeah, as we said, there's only one province and it's British Columbia in the West Coast region. So here's the map of British Columbia. The USA is to the south. Alberta is to the east. Yukon Territory is to the north. And Alaska is to the northwest. Alaska is part of the United States. Northwest Territories is also directly to the north of this little corner here. To the west of British Columbia, we have the Pacific Ocean. And this island down here is called Vancouver Island. As you may know, an island is a piece of land that has water all around it. So this is Vancouver Island. The city of Vancouver is not on Vancouver Island. The city of Vancouver is on the mainland, across the water. There's Vancouver in there somewhere. And the city of Victoria is way down here on the south end of Vancouver Island. It's the capital city of the province of British Columbia. So there's Victoria, Vancouver is here, and this is Vancouver Island, and this is British Columbia. British Columbia, oh, I'm going to show you some more pictures here. So here's another picture of BC driving along the highway among all the mountains and forests. This is another part of British Columbia. It's in the Okanagan Valley. And this is a vineyard, so that's where you grow grapes to make wine. They also have a lot of fruit in the Okanagan Valley. In Regina, we can buy cherries and apples and pears and all sorts of different kinds of fruit, wonderful fruit in the summertime from the Okanagan Valley. British Columbia is Canada's 3rd largest province. Vancouver is Canada's 3rd largest city. Vancouver's population is over 2.4 million people. And you can see here's Vancouver in the sunset. Here it is with the mountains behind and all the tall buildings, office buildings, skyrises, high-rises, skyscrapers rather, and high-rises. There's Vancouver again. You walk along the street and you see the mountains. The weather in Vancouver is very mild. It's not too cold and not too hot. Temperatures average 3 degrees in January and 18 degrees in July. This is Granville Island. It's a small island in Vancouver, and it has markets and shops and restaurants. A nice island to visit. And this is Vancouver in the rain. There's a lot of rain in Vancouver. And here's Vancouver in the winter. So you can see that they do get snow, just not a lot of it usually. So as you know, the Pacific Ocean is west of British Columbia, and just west of Vancouver is Vancouver Island. So there it is. We saw it on the map. Here's Vancouver Island. It has the mildest weather in Canada. There's another picture of Vancouver Island, beautiful beach there and the ocean. It also has rainforest and parks where you can walk in the rainforest. Vancouver Island also has many beautiful gardens. And the capital city, Victoria, is on Vancouver Island. This is another picture on on Vancouver Island. You can see the beautiful clear lake and people swimming in it with the mountains around. These are some waterfalls on Vancouver Island as well. And this is in the city of Victoria. So this is the capital city of British Columbia, Victoria, BC. And this is another shot of Victoria. So most of BC has really big mountains. The Rocky Mountains have high mountains and many pine forests. This is Ringrose Peak, Lake O'Hara, BC. These are some mountains. It actually looks very much like this, but this is actually in Alberta, Lake Louise, Alberta. And here are some more images of mountains in British Columbia. These are the Rocky Mountains as well, and the forest, the pine forests. They also have a lot of animals, a lot of wildlife in BC. So here's a cougar and I think a badger. Looks like they're gonna have a fight. Here are some bears, a mother and her baby, her cub. Be careful with any of these animals, they're all dangerous. This is a mountain goat. You can see it's white and woolly in case it gets cold. When it gets snowy, it can stay warm. And it's there on the rocks. Some mountains have snow all year. So this is seen from the Columbia ice field, which is a glacier. And you can see the snowy mountains across the way. And people like to hike and ski and go camping and take pictures there. It's a very popular area for recreation. Here you see some people hiking in the mountains there. Here are a couple of pictures of people skiing at Whistler. Look at that view, you can sure see far. And there's that one skiing in the snow-covered mountains, also at Whistler. And here is a shot of a campsite for camping in BC. See the mountains and the trees. They came on their bicycles apparently, and here's their tent and picnic table. This picture shows one of the biggest trees in Canada, one of the biggest trees in the world. This is one of them that has been cut down. You can see this woman standing there and you can see how big it is. This is also in British Columbia. So that's pretty sad that those are being cut down. It's nicer to appreciate them. You can see these children and adults here walking among the big trees. Some of these trees are 1,600 years old, 1600. These ones here that you're looking at are about maybe up to 800 years old. And this is in a place called Cathedral Grove. And they're just loving up those trees. So this is in Vancouver Island, on Vancouver Island, BC. These are Douglas fir trees, and they're endangered. So that means that there are not many of them still living in the world. This was in 2009. And if you want to read more, you can click there. I'll send you this document so you can see it. I hope you're having a great day and that you enjoyed this video and it helps you to remember and to learn about one of Canada's regions. So hope that you're having a good day. Take care. Bye-bye.